Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Comics and Briefs, our show of news, reviews, and our top 5 comics sold this week. We're going to start off this week with the top 5 bestsellers in our store. Starting off at number 5, we have Swamp Thing Special number 1, written by Tom King with art by Jason Fabok. Coming in at number 4, we have X-Men Red, the Jean Grey offering from Marvel. Over at number 3, we have Paper Girls number 20. Sitting in at number 2, we have Wicked and the Divine, 1923. This is a one-shot special. And taking our top spot this week, we have Batman, White Knight number 5. I know it's hard to believe that a Batman book might be in our top spot, but this one is. Sean Murphy has been doing a pretty darn good job, and I recommend you check this one out before we sell out. Next up, we have reviews. First up, I'm going to be talking about Avengers number 679, which is the 5th part of the 16-part weekly series that's going on called No Surrender. This issue of Avengers focuses on the Grandmaster and the person who he's playing against. All of our superheroes and supervillains that are on Earth and another part of the galaxy, I guess, is they're the pawns that these guys are playing with. And we are introduced to the Challenger, to the Grandmaster, and his relationship with him and all the other people of their ilk. Feels like a retcon also, which is definitely something that's been going on in this entire series. The artwork is excellent, which again is another running theme in this series. Kim Jacinta, I do believe is the person's name who does the art. Really good, not a great story, kind of just continues on. But I will say this, at the very end, one of the characters that's going to be reintroduced to the Marvel Universe, it seems like they're coming back at the end of this story. So, maybe things to look forward to? We'll see. Next up, we have Daredevil number 598. I've been telling you in prior videos that I have been enjoying Daredevil, and this is no exception. It continues the Mayor Wilson Fisk storyline, where he is battling costume vigilantes and he wants to rid New York of them. And we are introduced to a brand new villain called the Muse, who is going around painting superheroes' faces on buildings, a la Banksy. I am enjoying this villain. He is taking the fight to Fisk, and he is celebrating superheroes, and at the same time he's killing cops. This is a pretty good issue. I really liked it a lot, and I highly recommend it. Ron Garney is back for the last 3 issues of his run in Daredevil, so I suggest you pick this one up because I think the March to 600 is something that's going to be special. Next up, we have a book that I did not have high hopes for, and it met my expectations. X-Men Red number 1. The art in the book, although I like Mahmoud Asrar, he doesn't really knock it out of the park in this issue. Even the cover art by Travis Charest, a person I really like, he seemed to kind of phone it in too. As for the story, there are 7 pages of a carjacking with the baby screaming. If you can dig that, this might be for you. Jean Grey is trying to make mutants a nation. And she has the help of Wakanda and Namor, and there's all these other characters. I didn't even like the costumes. Personally, it just really wasn't a book for me. I'm probably going to give the 2nd issue a pass. Next up, we have Versus number 1. This is from Image Comics with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork by Asad Ribic. Unfortunately, the story is only what do I want to say about the story? There's really not much. It is exactly what I thought. These are people fighting in space for consumers, for us as viewers to watch. And we are following this one gentleman who has been injured during one of his previous battles, and he's really itching to get back into the fray. The violence, the action, the art, it's, again, very beautiful and really well done. And I just don't really have much to say about the story. It very much feels like a first issue that is being written for the trade, or actually, better than that, it's being written so that it can be optioned to be a movie or a television series. And that's where this book actually fails. It doesn't really give us what we need to be caring about any one person or any one thing. There is no plot other than the fact it's TV. And how often have we seen that before? I mean, Judge Dredd was doing that in the 80s. I mean, we also, Running Man and all that other stuff. It's been done before. The best part about it is the artwork. And the last review we have today is Superman number 40. It's the beginning of a brand new story, and it starts off with Jonathan Kent and Clark Kent, or Superman, Kal-El, observing the day that Krypton was destroyed. And in doing so, they get an alert from another planet out there, and their planet's going to be destroyed, not unlike Krypton was all those many years ago. So Superman and Son are going to go and try and help them out. And they get to this seahorse planet, and they're met with resistance. These people are very religious, and they don't want to do anything they can to prevent their deaths. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So this issue, which is going to continue on to another issue and so on, is very good. I like the artwork a lot. Doug Mahnke is excellent, and James Robinson's putting together a pretty good story. I liked it where it was going, and I recommend you pick it up. Superman's been very good ever since Rebirth started up, and this continues the theme. It's good. In news this week, there really wasn't a whole lot of news, but we would like to tip our hats in recognition to Invincible, because when it comes out this week, issue number 144 will be the last one. This is Robert Kirkman's little superhero book that could. You may know him from books as Walking Dead and Outcast, but today we're talking about Invincible. Good job. And also in news this week, for whoever was in the store and maybe misplaced our Swamp Thing winter special, maybe if you could let us know where you put that, that'd be a great thing. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Visit your local comic shop, and we'll see you next week.